For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lauren Manthei and I'm president at Sky Valley Resort in Caliente Springs. And for those of you who don't know this woman, she is my wife, Lauren.
Hello.
And she will be helping me in today's video. Today's video is really about the good news and the bad news in our current state with COVID-19. So let's go ahead and start with the good news. The good news is California is by far the most populous state in all the 50 states. And we have not that many cases of this virus. We were early to lock down, early to put in these preventative measures of social distancing. And that has really paid off. In fact, we right now in the local valley have not that many cases in a very populated state. I don't see us, the governor and the state and the county, instituting more measures than are currently put in place. So I know we've put a number of things into place, shutting down facilities and amenities, but I don't see us going any further. I think we're pretty much now settled into what we should expect, and so that's some good news.
How about at Sky Valley in Caliente Springs?
Good question, Lauren. So locally, at our own resorts, we have yet to have any cases reported of the COVID-19. In either resort, Caliente or Sky Valley. This is great news thus far. We have had a scare, but that person did test negative. It was just some other flu. And I think that's a good time to remind each other that if you see someone cough or sneeze or even have a fever, it doesn't mean they have this virus. What they should do, and encourage them to do, or if it's you, is get tested to see if it is. And of course, and if it is, take every sort of preventative measure to get anyone else from getting sick. More good news is that testing is becoming more ubiquitous every day. So there's now, I think, 3 testing sites in the Valley and Riverside County. You do have to call a doctor first, and it's easy to get that information online on how to do that. One person even said to me that they were down at Eisenhower Hospital, one of the big hospitals here in the Valley, recently in the last couple of days. And they said it's literally felt empty down there. I know that the Desert Regional and Eisenhower are ramping up for some bad news, and I think we should expect that. But the good news is thus far, it isn't that bad. We have lots of capacity in our local community for this. So that is the good news.
So what's the bad news?
The bad news is we're not spending enough time together at home. I need more. Some of the bad news is that it gets lonely for some people. I know that I have some very sociable friends that really miss their interpersonal interactions, face-to-face interactions. Some of the things we're doing is we're meeting with our friends online, which is a little bit weird. I mean, one of us is 40, one of us is 30, but it's a little weird to meet online, and we meet and work out with our friends, and we can see them doing push-ups and we do push-ups, and weird, but it's fun, and it sort of replaces that experience of being right next to somebody working out. And there's lots of ways and things to do online. There's online bingo and online pretty much everything these days. So I'd encourage you to try something new in that regard. Lots of things to do. Now, there's also the bad news of I don't think we're through this yet. And if you're like me and you watch the news, pretty much all the news is COVID news, right? Today Show watcher here. Pretty much that's all they talk about. So if you haven't been watching, we're going to be in this for a little while. We have some time to go. We're not at the peak yet. The peak may be as early as 2 weeks, maybe as long as a month from now, which means we're going to settle into this new lifestyle. We have some time to go. The solution, what are we doing? We're starting new habits. We're staying optimistic. We're finding new ways to do old things. We, for the first time in maybe 10 years, we set up a puzzle together the other day. Well, we didn't get all the way through it because it was 1,000 pieces and the wind came up and we were inside and it blew half of it off the table and we just said, good enough. We were halfway is the full way. But, there's things to do. There's always something to do and a new way to engage and enjoy life. So I would encourage you, get out there and live life. Do not do it safely. Do it with social distancing. But there's totally a life to be lived right now. And stay positive, stay mentally and emotionally healthy, and live life. Thank you, and we will be talking to you again hopefully soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Hi guys, after the making of the video you just watched, a new order is now in effect for masks. So we are obeying the order, and please also obey the order too when you're out and about. Bye.
Bye.